This is the Ask the BCE Show, and in this episode, I give you 3 vital points for running your small business. All right, this is the Ask the BCE Show, episode number 22. I'm your host, Kurt Belding, and that is the Blue Collar Entrepreneur Show. I am the Blue Collar Entrepreneur. This show, I want to get super practical and give a lot of value to small business owners. Small business owners make up the majority of business owners in America. I don't know the exact percentages of them. I want to say at least 70% of business owners are small business owners, and most of them are brick and mortar owners. So I want to go super detailed into a brick and mortar business and break it down to give as much value as possible for that. This can probably also apply to online businesses. So if you own an online business, I think this can apply also. But hey, I've been a brick and mortar business owner since I was 25. I'm 39. I don't know what the math is, but it's a lot of years. I know what I'm talking about here. I have a ton of experience in the brick and mortar small business realm. Okay, so let me break it down. There's 3 main huge categories you have to focus on if you're a business owner owning a small business, especially brick and mortar. The first category you have to focus on is how the business is perceived by the consumer, perception of the business. So, and that could be a lot of little differences. Like we could look at what happens when the customer walks through the door. What are they actually viewing? What are they perceiving in your small business? Is your store clean? Is it neat? Is it organized? Did your staff greet the customer in a prompt, kind manner? First impressions are everything. If you have a brand new customer walks in the door, and if your store's not organized, it's a little dirty, your employee didn't greet the customer, that first impression is not very good. So you literally have like 5 seconds to make that first impression, and it has to be on point. So what I would recommend is a nice, clean, good smelling environment. Smells huge too. We can go in huge detail about scent branding into businesses. I won't, that could be for another show, another time. But first step into that retail location, it's got to be neat, it's got to be clean. It has to be full of product, whatever product that you're selling, whether it be from candles to like Bath and Body Works lotions to supplements like we are. It's got to be full. And then you have to have the right products in your store too. You need to have products in there that consumers recognize. And consumers are much more educated nowadays than they were 10 years ago. They know what products are and they know what products cost. So if you have a bunch of products in there that they've never seen before, that tension, that fear from the consumer is going to raise. They walk into a store and they're like, oh, I've never seen that, I've never seen that. Their fear level comes up a little bit, like I'm not aware of this, I'm not sure of this, I'm not comfortable. So by having products in your location that consumers have some knowledge and experience around, and there's some demand for in the marketplace, what that does psychologically to your customer is say, oh, I recognize that product, I've seen that product online or magazines, or my best friend told me about this product. Great, I know what that product's typically costs, so they walk up. Your pricing has to be on point too. That product cannot be $3 more expensive than somewhere they can find it online or find it in some competition. Because $3 doesn't seem like a lot, but to perception of the customer, it's enormous. If they bought 4 products, that's 12 bucks. 3 times 4 is 12, right? Yeah, that's 12 bucks they just lost by shopping at your location, at your business. Pricing is everything. So first category of small business is perception of the business, is store cleanliness, store organization, full of product, full of the right product and the right price. Okay, you got that? Second category is the customer experience. So let's face it, guys, it's much easier to go online from your couch in your underwear and order whatever product that is off of Amazon or whatever site they find it on, and it gets shipped to you in 2 days. If you're a brick and mortar retail and you don't understand that you got to have a good customer experience, you're going to lose customers all day long to the convenience of online. We lose them all the time. Even though we're real big about customer experience, there's just some people that would like to shop online. And I do it myself. Shoot, I'm at home. I don't feel like getting up it's cold outside. There's snow. I don't feel like getting out of my house to go drive somewhere to buy something. Online, be here in 2 days. And the perception is, if you shop online, because online used to be a lot cheaper than brick and mortars, I'm probably saving money by shopping online too. So that's still the perception of the consumer. Again, customer experience. So they have to have an amazing experience. And if your business, whatever your business is, you can have whatever customer experience you want. If you want to throw in teddy bears and balloons and have like candy scents in your store where that customer comes in and says, oh my God, I love the candy bear or the bears and the candy scent and the balloons, and I feel really good and this is a great experience. Do what you have to do if that fits your business model. What we do is we train super hard on the customer experience through customer service. So we have a lot, we pride ourselves on education of our products that we're selling. So when a customer walks into one of our locations, education to the customer and just increase the value of my brand. So if my employees can educate that customer more than they've been educated in any other retail environment in our category, I just have more value than anybody else in my business. Secondly, I have all my guys try to shake the customer's hand, get to know who the customer, get to know the name, get to know the kids that they have, maybe their hobbies. That's all customer experience, guys. And here, let's fake it. Customer experience is super hard. Let's say a customer's walked in your store 5 times. The first 4 times had an amazing experience. They went home, they're like, I love this place. This place is great. And they tell friends and family, hey, you gotta check this place out. They may tell 3 or 4 people, hey, this place was really cool, go check it out. But that 5th time they walked through the door, my customer or my employee maybe didn't get up to go greet the customer. Maybe they were busy doing something else, but the perception of that customer is that employee didn't give a shit about them. Well, all of a sudden that 5th experience is a shitty experience. And if they had a bad enough experience, they're gonna go online and leave a review. They're gonna go blast us on social media and tell not only everyone they know, but everyone they don't know how bad of experience they had. And our business just got hurt tremendously, right? From that one experience. So customer experience and category number 2 of owning a small business, especially retail, huge, tremendous. And let's apply this a little bit to online. So, all right, let's go back to having the right products and the right perception. You go online, if say you have an online business, your website or your Shopify, whatever you're selling off of, has got to have a great perception. If you go on there and it is super wordy and like it's hard to navigate and just kind of looks like shit, looks like it was like a website that is made 15 years ago on some like old school WordPress thing or whatever, right? Like your perception of your business is, this is not a very good business online. And then the customer experience. So if they're navigating your site and they're having a hard time navigating, links aren't working or things load slow, or maybe you guys have like, you're able to do a Q&A, like live Q&A. That's a great customer experience if you're online, but customer experience online is just as important. So that, apply that to your online business. All right, so once you have the first 2, which is, again, let me recap. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but this is so important, is the perception of the business, and then customer experience is number 2. The third category is now marketing. Once you have the first 2 down on lock, that's your business, that's your model. Now it's time to go spread the word to the entire world or your market, whatever, about your business. And I can, dig super deep into marketing. I think I've done it before, but marketing 101 is people need to see, hear, and feel your brand or whatever you're trying to sell 7 times before they take action. So marketing's super hard. You spend a lot of time and energy and effort to get that customer into the door or get that customer onto your website. And if your customer experience is not on point, and if your products, your perception of the business is not on point, you just spend a whole shit ton of time and money and energy to get that customer there, only to ruin that customer for the rest of their lives, because they had a bad experience or your model wasn't set up right. So 3 categories of being successful in small business: perception of your business, 1, 2, customer experience, 3, marketing. That's the most basic form of how to be successful small business, especially brick and mortar. Cool. That's valuable, right? That's good value. I'm trying to go in super detail and have tremendous amount of value. I'm just not talking heady like, oh, work hard and like, dream big and kind of heady crap, you know, like this is true. Like you apply those things, you're going to be successful. So one other thing I've been talking about, and I'll get to questions right after I kind of rant about this, is one thing I've realized with myself as a business owner. You could apply this like anybody who sales, or if you know what, if you have a lot of crap going on in your life, maybe it's personal life, maybe it's hobbies, maybe it's work, maybe it's your second hustle, maybe it's your third job, your third, like if you have a lot going on, what I'm realizing is the most important part of my day of how I perform is my brain function, is how my brain works. And it's just crazy because almost everything I do in a day revolves around my brain function. I wake up in the morning at a certain time because I know if I wake up at that time, brain function is good. I meditate for 5 minutes because I know that helps my brain function. I eat a good breakfast, healthy, not loaded with sugar and crap, because I know my brain will function better. And then I drink a lot of water. Water is huge for my brain function too. So you guys, like I wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. sometimes, and my days from, my first day is 6 a.m. to noon. And then my second day is 12 o'clock to 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So I combine 2 days in one. My brain is constantly going, it's constantly running. If my brain slows down, my productivity slows down. If my brain function fucks up, I make a bad decision. So everything revolves around my brain. It's crazy to me, but that's what I'm realizing is it doesn't matter, like everything's here in my brain. And every day I'm pushing my brain and pushing my knowledge to expand my brain, make my brain, it's like a muscle. I'm trying to make my brain grow and function better, more efficiently and higher speed and faster to get more done and more done efficiently and not make as many mistakes. So it's crazy, man. Like if you're out there and you own a business or you're trying to get a lot done in your life, whatever it is, brain function is number one, always, always number one. All right, let's take some questions. Let me help some people out, add some value. Kaylee, you got one?
Yeah. It's from Roman. How do you inspire your employees to be better salesmen?
All right, how do you inspire your employees to be better salesmen? So yes, if you have employees out there, your employees make or break your business. And here's what I found to be the number one thing to inspire my employees. And I don't inspire my employees just to get them rawed up so I make more money and they produce more for me. I want to inspire my employees so my employees have a better life. That's really what the goal is. So you have to look at the why. Why are you inspiring your employees? Is it selfish because you want your business to make more money? Or do you actually care about your people, care about your employees, and you want them to have a better life? That's mine, and I think that's where it should come from. But here's what I do. So I sit down every one of my employees, everyone from part-time to full-time to whatever business I'm in, and I want to know what they want out of life. And 1-year goal, 5-year goals, what they're struggling with, what they think they're good at, what their weaknesses, what their strengths are at. I want to know what they want out of life. And a lot of times I sit my employees down, and they've never really answered that question. They don't really know what they want out of life. They know like, oh, I need to pay my bills. I need to have enough money to eat. And here's what I like to do. Here's my hobbies. Here I have fun with. But what do I want to accomplish in life? I don't know. Which I think that helps my employees if we talk about that. If they understand, wait, I'm here for a purpose. I'm here, I'm getting heady now. I just told you I was going to go super practical, but now I'm heady. I'm on this planet for a purpose. And if I'm just sitting around spinning in circles, I don't have a purpose. I'm not doing anything with my life to either better my life or better others around them. So when I sit down with my employees, I'm like, what is your purpose? What are you trying to accomplish in life? And what do you want out of life? Because you guys, you can create anything you want in life, anything. I am prime example. I've accomplished things that I have I couldn't even dream of accomplishing them. I didn't even know that I wanted them. But every time that I want something out of life, I create it. There's always a way to create it. There's, like anything you can think of, you can create. I wanted to be a business owner, I created it. I wanted to have a family, I created it. I wanted X amount of money. I know this is around business and money. I create it. Like you can create anything you want. Like it's crazy. It's, I don't know, like mystical or magical or whatever it is, but like you can create it. Getting off topic, back to employees. Sit down with the employee, what do you want out of life? And then it's my job to help them get it. So if that aligns with my alignment of my business, perfect, that's great, that's awesome. If it doesn't, it's okay. I still want to help my employees accomplish what they want out of life. And if they feel that, say, wait, this is what I want out of life in 1 year. This is what I want out of life in 5 years. Honestly, deep down inside, more than likely, there's some doubt there that they can accomplish it, especially if they're hitting those goals kind of lofty. There's doubt. And they're not, deep down inside, they're like, this is what I want, but I don't think I can get it. To be honest, raw about it is, I don't think that I'm good enough. I don't think I'm skilled enough. And I don't think I deserve it. That's even in me, guys. It's human nature to have those doubts. So when I say, all right, you want this in 1 year, let's work backwards. Here's your goal. Here's some steps to get it. Here's where you're at. Here's where you're starting from. Here's how you're going to get it, and here's how I'm going to help you get it. When they see the actual path to getting what they want, that inspires people. That motivates people to work hard because they actually can see them accomplishing what they want out of life, their dreams. So we do that 1 year, 5 year. That is the absolute best way to inspire your employees, is to help your employees in that realm. You know, and if it doesn't align, like Ben will take, can I use you as an example, Ben? So Ben's he's my guy, man. He's taken a couple bullets for me with helping turn around some businesses and running all my distribution, manufacturing right now for me, and working his ass off. But the biggest thing about Ben is I asked Ben what he wants out of life. He's like, this is what I want. And I don't have to share personally what you want, but like, it's to have a better life, to be more financially free. I'm like, okay, cool. I can help that by us being more successful in business and what you're doing. So we set a plan on how to do that, and we both align. Now we're both working really hard for what Ben wants in life and what I want in life. Ben, if you said, hey man, I want to work here for like a year, gain some finances for myself, save a couple grand to be able to go off and do this, awesome, man. Let's do it. Let's save a couple grand, and when you're ready to go do whatever you want to do, maybe it doesn't align with me and my vision of my career, of my businesses, I'm still going to help you go do that because that's the right thing to do. That's it. And if you know that and I'm transparent and you're transparent about that, we align and we kick ass for a year to get you what you want, and it helps me, and you go off and do your thing. So yeah, man, that was a huge rant on employees and how to inspire employees, but I'm passionate about it, you know, like it's helping people and helping their lives. That's it. And we help each other. Kayla, like I help you get what you want out of life. You help me what I want out of my business in life. We help each other achieve it. And that's how we get inspired, right? So that's the long version of that answer. Or that question. Any other questions that come across?
Yeah, I have another one. It's from fitness coach Ben, not the same Ben.
That's fitness coach Ben.
How much money compares to the initial investment? Should a business owner have it? Wait, what?
Supposed to be compared.
Okay. How much money compared to the initial investment should a business owner have in the bank for fallback?
Like nest egg, right?
Yeah.
How much money should a business owner have fallback nest egg compared to the investment? Let's just use round numbers of 100,000, okay? And I'm learning this in finance too, in personal finance too. Part of the thing that I'm doing is help people with their finances. But so if your initial investment is $100,000 to open up that business, you have to understand what your business runs on and operates with just to maintain. So for like me and my business, I like to keep $10,000 in my business account because I know that account is going to fall down to 6, go back up to 15, and fluctuates right there. There's a variable of fluctuation of bills and buying inventory that happens. Once I get up past the $20,000, $25,000 mark, I can now grab some of that money and use that somewhere else or reinvest back into my business to make that business run more efficiently and more profitable. But I like to have $10,000 of operating expense in my businesses. That is not talking about nest egg though. I'm not talking about nest. What if something went wrong? What if you got sued for something? What if like something broke down major and now you take, all right, $10,000 for operating expenses. Now what? What do I do? That comes out of your business somehow, whether it be inventory, payroll, maybe you got to fire people, maybe like, that's scary shit, man. You don't want that to happen. So the answer to your question is you need to have 50% saved of your income. So if your income's $100,000, you need $50,000 saved. That's the golden number of nest egg. And what that means is you have 6 months worth of living and operating. So if my business operates on round numbers, $10,000 a month, right? I need $10,000 a month that my business spends to operate and function normally, what it needs to. I need 6 months worth of, oh shit, something fucking happened and I need to fund it for 6 months. I need $60,000 nest egg in that account. And here's the biggest thing that happens, guys, when people open up small businesses. They're undercapitalized. They're like, how much does it cost to open the business? Oh, it's $100,000 to get the doors open. So they go in with $100,000 and they have no other room for playing money. You know, something goes wrong, they're fucked. If they have a bad month, they're screwed. Now they're pulling from inventory, pulling from payroll, pulling from business, and they're hurting their business. So undercapitalization is the biggest problem of people opening up a business or buying businesses. If you're buying a business for $100,000, you better have another $100,000 sitting in that bank account just in case something happens. Because that business is not going to run correctly if you're only limping in with $100,000. So
if somebody had $100,000 in savings, you would suggest them to get a loan for the business and keep that in savings as opposed to...
All right, so that's like a sub question, right? So let's just say you're out there and you have $100,000 in savings and you want to open up a business. And you know that that $100,000 is going to open that business. That's what it costs, right? Do you use your entire savings to open up that business? Hell no. Because you do use that entire savings, you have no money left. What if something happens? You're screwed, right? Like, no, don't use your own money. Like, I understand that there's the cost of money if you go get a loan or whatever it might be, like the APR, and $100,000, you might be paying off $150,000 over 5 years or whatever it is. But you guys, like, you got to have that nest egg there. So in that scenario, Ben, what I would do is I would keep that $100,000 in my account as my nest egg, and I would get a loan to open up that business, because that business is going to pay off that loan. That's going to be a business expense for you, right? So that's exactly what I would do. I don't like using my own money to invest in stuff. I like to use other, like loan, bank, investor, whatever type of money to do it. I know it's going to cost me more in the long run, but I like being safe and keeping some of that money. And I know that some of that money's not being used to make more money. It's not growing babies, but I got to have some just in case something happens. I can't invest every dime into shit and something happens and I'm screwed, right? So, yeah. Cool. Anything else? Nope. All right. All right, guys, that is the Ask the BCE Show. I'm your host, Kurt Belding. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this provides a lot of value for you out there that owns business, especially this episode. If you like the content, I house everything on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the bell so you see the notifications. If you have questions, I'm here every week, Wednesdays, noon, live. Throw me some questions, let me answer. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.